This is Mayor Ron Anders with our Mayor's Minutes from our September 20 Auburn City Council meeting. During the Committee of the Whole last night, the Auburn City Council made 3 appointments to the Industrial Development Board. Rod Cater and Marty Mosley were appointed for their second terms, and then Jim Buston was appointed for his first full term. We thank former City Manager Doug Watson, who served 2 full terms on the Industrial Development Board. Thank you, Doug, for all that you've done for Auburn. All the years you were a great leader as City Manager, and certainly for your participation on the Industrial Development Board. As we got into our regular agenda last night, speaking of board announcements, there are some vacancies that we'll be making appointments on October the 18th, the second meeting in October. The first is for the Building Board of Adjustments. There are 2 vacancies, and these are 4-year terms. And then the Tree Commission, these are 3 vacancies, and these are 3-year terms. So if you're interested in either one of these boards, please go to the city's website, inform yourself with the kind of decisions they make, how often they meet, and if you're interested, certainly fill out an application and we will consider you on October the 18th. Under the consent agenda last night, City Council approved a couple of alcohol beverage licenses. The first was for a new business, The Session, that will be located at 157 East Magnolia Avenue, and then a special event license for Ithaca Hospitality Partners doing business at the Hotel and Conference Center for an on-campus event at 182 South College Street. Under contracts and agreements, City Council approved a contract with a Better Court. This is for resurfacing the Yarborough Tennis Center hard courts in preparation for the SEC tennis championships that will be conducted at Auburn University this coming spring. City Council had a couple of items with our library. One is the receipt of an Alabama Public Library Service grant. This is for technology, and it's $18,750. $15,000 of that is the grant, and then the city matches $3,750. Certainly congratulations to our library staff for making that application and receiving that money to continue to provide great service to our community. And then the City Council also approved a membership renewal with the Horseshoe Bend Regional Library. This is $45,000. This is a unique situation. This is pass-through money that comes from the state and is the largest entity in this region, this library region per se. The City of Auburn's library receives this money, and then we disperse the $45,000 out through the Horseshoe Bend Regional Library system to rural libraries in our area. If you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to let us know, or certainly call Tyler Witten at the Auburn City Library. City Council approved an agreement last night with the Auburn City Board of Education for school resource and canine officers. Basically, this agreement will provide school resource officers in all of our schools beginning this year. This is something we've been working on. It is the world that we live in, and is what we believe is best to protect our children as they are getting educated each and every day. I want to thank the Board of Education for their willingness to come to the table and have this discussion. I want to thank our public safety, particularly our police officers, for their hard work. They do such a great job protecting our children, making them feel warm, making them feel secure in their classrooms, and we're very thankful for that. The city will pay for most of this in year 1. We'll split the difference in year 2, and then the Auburn Board of Education will pick up most of the expense of this in year 3. But we're certainly happy to make this agreement. It's all this information is on the city's website if you'd like to read through that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Speaking of police, there was a couple of items on our agenda last night related to police purchases. One was for 10 marked 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe vehicles, and one was for 2 2023 Ford Police Interceptor utility hybrid vehicles. So that's 12 vehicles. This is all part of the Auburn Police Department's budget for this year. Last night, the City Council approved a professional services agreement with Davis Architects for the Lake Wilmore project. Remember, Lake Wilmore will include a community center, an outdoor pool with a cover, and then 4 multi-purpose turf fields that can be utilized for multiple sports. If you have questions about this, all this information, again, as we always say, is located on the city's website. As we go through the agenda last night, in the consent agenda, the City Council approved a contract with General Maintenance Contractors of East Alabama, and this is to provide lighting improvements for the South College Street, Sanford Avenue, and Gay Street project. This is actually the installation of the pedestrian lighting. And then the City Council approved a contract with Mayor Electric Supply to purchase the light poles for this project. All this information about this project is we do a great job of keeping up with this and and trying to let our community know when there are road closures and changes in this area. As I've said before, this is going to be challenging to get through, but once it's done, it's going to be a great project. It's going to provide a more efficient way for us to travel in and around the university at these intersections. It's going to be much more safer, and I believe that you'll be happy with the way it looks. City Council approved a purchase with Global Canine Solutions for one narcotics detection tracking dog. The City Council approved its 2-year partnership agreement with the Lee County Humane Society for animal sheltering services. The cost is a little over $200,000 for 2023, and this is all done on a pro rata basis based on how many animals are brought to the Lee County Humane Society from the City of Auburn. I want to take this time and thank the Lee County Humane Society for all of their great work. I want to thank all of their volunteers for the time that they give to this organization. Thank their board for their leadership. We couldn't do it without you. They provide a very needed service that is a very difficult service at many times for all of us here in Lee County, and we thank you for doing that. City Council approved the purchase of one heavy-duty tire changer for the Environmental Services Department. This is a budgeted item it was a little over $40,000. City Council approved the purchase of 3 new F-150 pickup trucks for the Parks and Rec Department. Once again, this was budgeted. City Council approved a contract with Progility. This is for project management software. This is a budgeted item, $25,000. Last night, the City Council approved a contract with CC and Litchfield for professional services. This is for the Public Safety Training Center, Phase 2 classroom building. This is a little under $200,000. And remember, this is a project at the old rest stop on 280 where North College dead ends into 280. And we're going to make a great public safety training center out there that's going to benefit not only our public safety professionals here in Auburn, but certainly all of our public safety professionals in and around the area. The City Council also approved a contract last night with Timber Pro Tree Service for tree removals. This is mainly at our city parks. This is to remove trees, pruning, and stump grinding. And finally, the City Council approved a contract with the Timmons Group. This is for Permanent Portal and CityWorks software. This is the system that we do work orders and asset management and permits. And finally, on our consent agenda, the City Council approved the acceptance of the local portion of the Alabama opioid litigation settlement. There's a lot of information about this in our packet. There's a lot of details about this. I encourage you to, if you have any questions, to please go and read through that and let us know if we can answer any questions for you. As we got into ordinances last night, there were a number of items related to Sonic Tools. And Sonic Tools is a business that has been located in Auburn for a number of years, and they were looking for a larger location. They found that location in the north side of Beehive Road, west of the Auburn Technology Park. And so last night, the City Council considered an annexation, a rezoning, and a conditional use for Sonic Tools, and all of those were passed by the City Council unanimously. And then the City Council took up a new development called the Stables. The Stables was asking for pre-zoning, and they were looking for planned development district approval, and then they were looking for annexation for the city. There was a long discussion at the council level. I encourage you to go back and review the video if you would like. Ultimately, it's my opinion that the council decided that that we were not ready as a community and as a city to support a development like this in this area, which is the western sector of our community. The infrastructure that is located in that area has not been built out. It has not been planned for or budgeted for, and this was going to be almost 400 homes that we were going to have to make preparations for over the next few years, and the city is just not there. So ultimately, the City Council turned down the pre-zoning unanimously, and so the other 2 items did not come before the City Council. What I believe that you'll see is I believe that the council will ask the city staff to look into what the future of Auburn looks like in the western sector, and do we need to be making plans now for future build-out of infrastructure. More on those kind of decisions later, but the City Council did turn down the pre-zoning. As we got into resolutions last night, these are all conditional use. The first one was for Auburn SelfPoor. This located at 200 West Glen Avenue. They were looking for commercial and entertainment use, and the City Council approved that. City Council also approved last night property located at 1764 Miracle Road. These were 32 townhomes. Ultimately, the City Council approved that. City Council also approved a new fast food restaurant, which will be a Taco Bell. This property is located at 1521 East Glen Avenue. This will basically be at the site and the footprint of a self-serve car wash that will no longer be there, and it will be a Taco Bell. And then finally, last night, the City Council approved a conditional use for Well-Read Bookstore and Coffee Shop second location. This will be located on North Donahue Drive. We appreciate Richard Tomasello and his investment in our city. This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes. Have a great week.